Coming at you from the Steel City, you're listening to Poor Man's Podcast, Pittsburgh's premier comedy podcast. Your weekly dose of humor, hosted by Chris Hopper and with a new special guest each week. And here's your host, Chris Hopper. Woo! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Poor Man's Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. Along with me, as always, is the beautiful, is the wonderful, is the reliable, is the often bamboozled Danny Kaufman. Danny, how are you tonight?
I am so good. I'm also really great today because Jimmy Carter just celebrated his 99th birthday or something wild.
That's right. I forgot to do the cheers for you. And luckily remembered for your favorite president, man.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
He's a vibe.
I'll tell you what, ever since we found out he was still alive, he's been right in the news.
He has. And I check in on him every single day.
Maybe it's part of whatever the, I can never remember, in the fucking analytical thing and the
Oh, it's like listening to us for sure.
Oh my God, yeah, but
so,
what's
my phone right now is sectional couches and Jimmy Carter.
Speaking of someone who loves sectional couches and Jimmy Carter, joining us back this week, we have the wonderful, the talented, the beautiful Shaylee, baby. Shay.
Christopher.
Oh,
Happy
I like that.
to be here.
Kind of soprano-y. Have you seen The Sopranos, Shay?
No.
No, okay. Because I didn't think so. You didn't see Forrest Gump, and it's another iconic show. So
This is why I'm happy to be back.
Yeah.
This right here.
Well, I know Danny hasn't, so I won't even ask. And I can see our guest is shaking his head no, but that's fine. We still have plenty to talk about other than The Sopranos. That's not why we're here. We have guest Andrew Hilary. Andrew, how are you tonight?
I'm doing all right. I will say I'm a little upset. Whenever you were opening up to introduce Danny, you said beautiful, reliable, often bamboozled. I was like, this is my time.
Yeah.
But no, I was unpleasantly surprised with that one. Yeah, I thought we were going to me, but that's okay. I'm glad to be here.
Bamboozled again.
Yeah.
The irony.
Almost permanent. Yeah. Definitely fatal.
But we were so happy to have you here. Yeah, Danny was just telling us, last week, how it's been how many weeks in a row of bamboozlement?
It was just many weeks in a row of just constantly being bamboozled by random things. And I think it's been a quiet week. I think, I was bamboozled once this week. I did walk into a Burlington coat factory and I bamboozled myself.
Oh, how's that?
I bought the largest leopard picture I've ever seen in my life. And
You didn't already have that?
so now I have a second one. But it was $19.99. Like anyone else would have done that.
Right.
You know, I couldn't leave him there.
Well, if that's
I
all
agree.
it was, yeah.
So Sunny has a friend now.
Did you name it yet?
No, not yet.
Maybe.
I'm going to let you name it. I'm going to send you the picture.
As we were discussing earlier with raccoons and rabbits, it should probably be a pair name, the salt and pepper, or in Shay's case, Rachel and Reuben?
Rachel and Reuben, Sour and Kraut.
So the first one's name is Sunny.
Yes.
Name the other one Side Up.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
I love that.
Side up.
Done.
There we go.
yeah.
Side up.
Oh,
Everyone's going to be very confused.
or they'll get it immediately. I don't know. What are you talking about, Danny? No. That's just how you have to have it. How are you? Never mind. I was going to ask about eggs. But Danny, you know what? Let's.
Scrambled.
Yeah, perfect.
Or I do love an Eggs Benny.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
I am a brunching gal.
Yeah.
Eggs Benny is good. I
Is
agree.
brunch your favorite meal?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You love a brunch? You love a mimosa? You love a charcuterie board?
I do love a charcuterie board, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Shay,
Oh,
best.
charcuterie boards make me so happy.
Yeah. Well, I know.
So
yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, I love them. I
Right.
love a good
Have you ever-
spicy jelly spread.
Have you ever put one together?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that? Did it turn out well? Did it turn out like how you
It didn't turn out as
envisioned?
pretty as like the pictures that you see or like your expectations of it.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine that.
Obviously, right? Yeah, leave me in charge. But it still turned out delicious.
Shay, you're a good gift giver, so I could see you having a good aesthetic for putting things
I
in
am
a
a good
in a
gift
way.
giver.
You are, man.
You are.
Thank you. Thank you.
I will say, when I got engaged, before I even got home, I had 3 gifts waiting for me from Shay.
Shay.
But, yeah, she's great.
Yep.
She's so great.
So great.
Danny, can you hit
Yes.
that rundown bell for us?
Thank you.
We've been working on that for like 3 weeks, and I don't know that it's getting better, but it works for audio very well. So.
Honestly, I can't see the bell, but you nailed it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You can come on anytime you'd like.
Yeah, man. It's somebody to be bamboozled more than Danny.
Absolutely.
Bamboozle off 2023.
Literally, yes. Financially, I'm bamboozled all of the time.
Let's not talk about finances.
Oh, that's what we're going to do. Chris has entered the chat for that. But, okay, yeah, let's hit our rundown. I guess I have to do video for this as well. So we are here live at 565 Live. Stop down on Thursdays. I believe it's every other Thursday now. They do live comedy. Stop down on Friday and Saturday. They're doing live music. If you stop down this Friday, they're actually doing Scott Blasey from the Clarks, who I interviewed this afternoon, actually. So tune into that. How weird is that? I interviewed Morgan Gruber, who's that one country singer.
Yes.
And then she performed here a week later, and then I interviewed him today, and now he's performing here, and I didn't talk to Mark at all. And there's no way Mark would be able to coordinate something like that.
No.
So,
Now, could you talk to Brittany? Could you schedule that in for me?
well, you are we allowed to discuss your theory?
We can discuss my theory.
Now, I almost called you Brittany, which you probably would have taken as a compliment, right?
I obviously yes.
Danny has some Britney Spears conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah, there's tons of them. I'll probably agree with you.
Well, what's the one you were leaning towards, Danny?
So the
Sorry, Brittany conspiracy theory. Sorry, I just interrupted to fuck up my joke. Go on, please.
I was my mind was going down that road, and I was like, I don't know.
Conspiracy theory. Okay.
Oh, it's so good. I heard it in my mind, but
Yeah.
I was also going to try to say it. And I was like, no, I will also fuck it up.
Conspiracy.
Hey, if you need somebody to jump on
Danny?
a grenade, I'm your guy.
And then I'll just hit it one more time.
That will absolutely be a drop.
Yes. I just thought a baby woman. Anyway.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. So my theory is, and obviously, I've done some research, aka watched many hours of TikTok.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And the theory is that real Britney died before the pandemic, and this girl that we're seeing now is not actually Britney.
Yeah, they say that it's supposed to be her sister.
Supposed to be her sister.
And they do
Did she have a sister?
AI.
Jamie Lynn.
Jamie Lynn.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Zoe 101.
Right.
I'm so oh God, I feel so dumb. A few times on this show, I've genuinely felt dumber. I should know that, man. That's right in my wheelhouse of stuff
It
to know.
absolutely
Yeah,
is.
man, I know all that. They're remaking that Zoe 101 show, aren't they? They're doing a movie on Netflix or something. I don't know if the writer's strike threw off Zoe 102 or whatever the hell it's going to be called, but.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they're doing an adult version. They're not an adult version, but one that's PG-13 or above. Yeah.
I think it exists. I'm not entirely sure. I heard about it and got really excited, then never looked into it.
So they think it's Jamie Lynn Spears then that's filling in for her, just for these videos then.
And there's just things that people are seeing her out, or I have seen a supporting theory where they've seen the real Britney. So she's not dead, but the Britney we see is not actually Britney.
Brittany, right.
So I either think that she may not be with us, or what we're seeing on social media is not actually Britney Spears.
Yeah.
I believe that one. I believe that what we're seeing is not her at all. Did you see the video where she did something in front of her face and
Yes.
cut it off and it was looked like her sister?
You don't know how many times I paused it.
Yeah.
Literally
Yes.
a million times.
I know.
Yeah. I'm heavily invested.
Yeah. And the way that she dances and stuff now, she was a good dancer.
Yeah, she was a trained dancer.
Exactly. And now she's dancing with knives in her bikini.
She is.
I mean, just
Homegirl
amongst
is
us.
out. Homegirl's out with the knives.
Right.
Have you seen these videos?
I have. I
Hot
will
take?
say I was alarmed. I never once was what if that isn't Britney Spears? I was like, this is concerning, but maybe it's not her. I don't know. Maybe it's not as concerning, or maybe it's even more concerning.
Yeah. I've seen a lot
I
of
don't
people.
know where I land on it yet.
Okay. Please get back to us with where you land.
Okay.
A lot of people question whether or not the knives were real, not Britney
No, I
Spears
think
being
she
real.
put,
But I like the other. Didn't she say they were fake knives because Halloween's
she put
coming
on
up?
her caption that they were fake knives.
That's like my son said to my other son. We were riding in the car and he had I don't know, he was eating some garlic bread thing, snack thing, and his brother wanted one. And he was like, no. And then he gave him the smallest one. And then he tried turning it I just wanted to give you the smallest one in case you didn't like it. Then I'd give you more. Like, you're a liar after the fact, man. It's smooth.
That is
I told him
smooth.
he was
I
smooth
agree.
for it, but I saw through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I need
quick
him to know,
thinking.
man. I was impressed at the same time. But I want him to know I saw through it. And that's exactly how Britney Spears is, which brings us back to opening thoughts, Danny.
We're back.
Rundown. We have our opening thoughts. We have beer of the week. Shay and I are going to talk about the beer of the week this week. Shay, what do we have this week?
So we have a fantastic can. I love the color.
I've been seeing this
Absolutely.
color everywhere, and it stuck out to me. I saw it 3 times yesterday in places that it shouldn't have been, and it stuck out to me. So
Yeah.
I saw this can.
I really like the color, but I think it's called Lupola.
Yes,
do you
I
think?
believe. Lupola?
Lupola?
Yeah, I'd say so.
It's actually really good. Smells like like your normal pale ale, which I don't think it smells good, but it tastes super delicious.
Perfect. We'll save that for, Shay, leave a little teaser at the end, man.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
could be disgusting. Let's find out.
It could be, but we'll find out. We know the smell right now, and there are still 4 other senses that Shay will go over with the beer.
Let me hear that beer.
Hear it?
That's a sense.
I was like, what do you want to hear? I already opened
I
it.
thought
Damn it.
it sounded like you were waiting for like a music cue, and I was
I
like,
know.
"Is something? Is Danny about a freestyle about hops?"
I
mean-
come on podcasts mostly just to derail them entirely. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I should
believe
have
me.
actually let you know that. My bad.
You came on to the right one because we don't
did.
stay on a straight line whatsoever.
No.
What was I talking? Oh, beer of the week. Yeah. Oh, so we have that one from Low Love. That's a newer one to Pittsburgh. We have some ice cream truck treasures. We're going to talk to Andrew about some ice cream truck. I was asking him about some trades, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't. Yeah. We'll save that for that. I'm super excited. I don't know that I've been more excited to hear about some things other than.
I dabble in experimental currencies, if you will.
Man, bartering, bringing it back. I like it.
I love it.
And really, when you think about it, money at the end of the day is just paper, man. What are you
Very
going to do
true.
with it? What actual use does it have in and of itself?
You can buy ice cream with it.
You can.
Or you can go to Burlington and buy a leopard print photo for $19.99.
I went to Burlington Coat Factory the other day, and I bought a winter coat that was marked original price $280 for $79.
That's a steal.
That is a
yeah.
steal.
You should always buy winter coats in the summer.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
Yes.
That's always something I think of, or like after Halloween, I'm like, I should buy that giant skeleton now. It's a
Yes.
perfect, or like get the nice Christmas tree in January. But then I'm like, I'll do it later, and then I never do it.
No.
Yep.
Right.
Gotta be
Yeah.
Full price.
It's too long-term planning for me. I can't do things like that. I barely have a fucking checking account, man. You want me to buy decorations months in advance? Anyway, so we have that. We have the new news at the end with Danny Kaufman, which everybody always loves.
Thank you.
I'm used to that having that dun, 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 whatever. See, we derail ourselves quite enough, Andrew. But
favorite
yeah.
song.
So let's see.
How did we get here?
There we go. Rick Seaback.
You got the sad trombone on your soundboard over there? Okay, yeah, that's the go-to on our podcast.
That was, and we got.
I think I took that one off to
Depending
get
on the
Nicolas Cage
fail.
on there saying we're going to steal the Declaration of Independence, which honestly does not come up enough.
I had so many on here that I wanted to use, and I'm like, I just can't find a use for it.
I also have 6 different samples from the song Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We did have, so we had probably a soundboard, and then Shay, we had her go through and do her cover of all the sounds too. So let me see.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Shay, where's the Big Lebowski one? That's the best one. Here we go.
Yeah. Well, that's just like your opinion.
So good. It's so good, but yeah. So next week we have Iron City Paranormal. They're one of our
Which
favorites.
I'm freaking thrilled about.
Are you going to be here?
Yes.
I thought you were not. Well, we're going to have a
that
bunch
was
of people.
If I was going to be going to Boston, 'cause I told you it was canceled.
Okay, well, we're going to have a bunch of people in here then, because we're also going to have
Chris
Cass
literally
Goodworth.
plans things without me all the time. I wasn't involved 2 weeks ago, and I was able to be.
Do you guys usually bring up how excited you are for next week's guest while you're interviewing current week's
Oh, no,
guest?
I usually like to...
Every week.
I usually like to just touch on it, and then Shay likes to throw audibles at me, so we're going to have...
It's going to be dope. Anyways, let's get this shit over with.
Well, we got to touch on it so we can move on to our next, more important things. We have Jimmy Carter on there, which Danny obviously has already touched on. So, I guess we tackled the Jimmy Carter news. Nothing has changed that we know of since the beginning of the show. But like I said, it is touch and go in hospice. So we'll be your breaking news, all things Jimmy Carter.
Yes.
Let's see. That next one is actually a tunnel for the Underground Railroad, if you can see on there where Jimmy Carter and Little Debbie meet.
Okay. Okay. That's sure.
That's an Underground Railroad tunnel. I went on an Underground Railroad tour of New Brighton on Saturday, which is Shay. I'm talking that underground tunnel is you could walk there from your house. You could
Why didn't you invite me?
You could throw a baseball there because you were working or something. I don't know.
I have no idea. I just didn't want to.
It was at like 10 a.m. There's no way. There's no way I was gonna get you to go. So I walked through there. Apparently, there's like a ton of tunnels in New Brighton and just new,
I literally didn't know that.
just the history there. But if you walk through, there's all these yellow plaques all around. So if anybody's ever in that area, which I don't know that they will be, but Shay, even yourself, there's a lot of people actually that listen that are in Beaver. Go through New Brighton and there's these yellow signs and it shows all these like old historic houses. Like there's houses that are 250 years old.
I've seen that, and it's like it starts at that light that's like right there by Subway.
Yes,
like that one right across.
It's so weird thinking. And I was looking at this earlier. I was trying to find something in the Middle East, and I was like, "Oh, there's Nazareth." It showed, and then it was like Nazareth Ford or whatever. Like they had like big Nazareth Expo. Like it has like it's weird seeing these like biblical or like historic places that also have a Walmart there now. So like,
were you a part of that big group
of what
of people that were like touring?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
was this
were
a guided tour?
What was that?
Yeah,
was that?
It was
like,
for 6 hours. They had like different
6 hours.
Well, they did it every 15 minutes. That's how many people were there. So
it was a ton of people. It was.
Yeah.
I drove through it. I was like, "What's happening?" Because like
Shay murdered 4 people.
Yes. Obviously, there was like tents and stuff set up at the funeral home.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
it started. That used to be, I guess, when people were trying to move slaves from the river down there, they would sneak them just the way that the hill is with the trees and everything. And then it would go up and then down into another kind of, I don't know.
That's so
another
cool.
valley. So they showed like there's still things in the stone in the ground. It's crazy how it is. But I have some pictures, so check out Poor Man's Podcast for that. And then our last thing. This was an important poll we had online. Andrew, are you a snack cake guy?
Take one look at me and ask me the question again.
Well, I don't want to make assumptions, man. Sometimes, people can't have gluten or something. I don't know. So,
Here's the thing. I'm not a big sweets guy.
yeah.
But it's just that I don't eat them a lot, but
Yeah.
I do enjoy them the times that I do eat them. So,
Yeah.
I'm a snack cake guy.
Perfect. Well, this is probably, at least in my opinion, one of the best times of the year for snack cakes at fall. So I put up a poll online for 4 snack cakes that come out. They're all of the Little Debbie family. I wanted to keep them, apples to apples kind of comparison.
Brand loyalty, I guess.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And they were all there together. So we have, number 1, we have a Pumpkin Delight. Are you familiar with this? It's a pumpkin cookie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Danny, do you know Pumpkin Delight?
Yes, they're my favorite ones.
Shay, you know that too. Is this the first time everybody
Why'd you
on stage
assume
has
that I
understood?
know?
Because I've eaten them with you. I've brought them here. Okay, and we had this discussion with Joey Purse about the best snack cake, and he said it was the donut stick, which is whatever, man.
Donut
I
stick is
just
good,
put
but
my-
it is not superior.
It's whatever.
Cursed me.
So, do you have big donut stick opinions?
No, she
Oh.
left her mic.
Not so funny now, is it?
Chloroform's really going to be working.
It's
like the
sick
ring.
in 2 days, I will die. Oh my god.
Man.
But once you catch Mike Mouth once, you're good for life.
Oh, that's good.
Man.
Like a swamp
Mike
rat for
Mouth.
4 days. That'll be
We
cool.
have to put you in a kennel for a week. Deal with Mike Mouth. Get you some kind of medication on that. A little pill pocket. What were we talking? Okay, so we have. Oh, we'll throw in the pumpkin delight, man. That's a perfect kind of mold. So we have a pumpkin delight cookie. We have the pumpkin spice roll, which I've never seen until this year, which is like the Swiss roll, which you said was the best, I believe, during the thing because you would take them
Swiss roll, because
upside
you have
down
to
and peel it,
Shay, and then roll
God,
it,
that was,
and then eat it.
Ooh.
That's how you eat a Swiss
it
roll.
reminds me so many things because somebody else was talking to me about an old episode, and we had a lawyer on to deal with a parking ticket, and it was the episode you were the guest on.
Really?
And you came on and you had apparently done a send help pod, which
Yes.
I was interested to talk to you about that, but maybe now's not the time for that. But I was listening back to the old ones, Danny, and you were one of our best guests going on. But that gets me back.
Obviously.
This is the longest that 4 options have ever been described for.
This is
I
exactly
just
what
want to vote in this poll so bad.
I needed positive affirmation.
It's awesome when I do a reel for this because it's going to be 18 minutes long that I have to fit into 45 seconds.
Please cut one about putting me in a kennel.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Not anyone with Mike Mouth, not just you one with Mike Mouth. Okay, so we have the pumpkin spice roll. Number 3, we have the fall party cakes. Now these come in both vanilla or the chocolate variety, although the one in the picture was the vanilla. And then the 4th one we have are the brownie pumpkins, which are like similar to the cosmic brownies with the light icing. None of the crispy sprinkled shit on top though, that you see in the cosmic one. Now,
I only
Shay,
know like 2 of these.
we have
Yeah, I don't know if I know the third one. Was it?
Are they shaped
So,
like
do you know the zebra cakes?
Oh, I know the Yeah.
It's exactly that, except it has an autumn sprinkle on top instead of the zebra.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, okay.
The
So-
zebra cakes are only the best when they're in Christmas tree form.
Zebra
Oh.
cakes actually are the best. You just got to freeze them.
Oh,
Never heard of the freezing part of it.
that's.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna try that today.
I firmly believe you.
Oh yeah, Shay,
He's
you,
waking up
you
in,
said
like,
it's only Christmas tree version.
The Christmas tree version is the best one. of
Christmas
that.
tree version
sure,
is
for sure.
better.
You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
agree with that
so
much.
good. Just like the Reese's, like the Reese cups.
Yes.
The peanut butter eggs are the best ones.
They are. The Easter
Like-
is the best.
They're the best ones.
Yeah.
But like it shouldn't be like that. They should all like be good.
They should all be good.
But like the eggs are the best. The Christmas tree cakes are the best. Yeah.
Danny, do you have a preference
For
for the autumn snack cake?
oh, it's the pumpkin delight always.
Pumpkin delight.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. Pumpkin delight all the way. Andrew, did you give us your answer? Or
I'm
you-
going to go with pumpkin delight, although
Okay,
those
good
rolls are pretty good. I do like the rolls too.
You've had the.
I've had the rolls.
autumn
I haven't
ones?
had
I've
the
never
third
had
one.
those.
I've
Whatever
never
that
had
was
them.
again.
The
fake ass zebra cakes.
the fake zebra cake.
I've
and
never had those either. And what was the last one?
it's pumpkin brownie.
And I've never had the pumpkin brownie.
Their brownies are not good.
I don't like their cosmic brownies. They're disgusting.
I wanted to like them because they look good. They almost look
look
like Play-Doh.
So good.
Yeah, and it makes me want to chew into them.
I
until
bet you
taste
like if
them.
you like rolled it out, like flattened it out, you could probably play with it like Play-Doh and like you wouldn't get sticky or nothing.
Oh,
Do you guys think that they should make like spaghetti that's just one really long noodle?
like
And just like bite it as you go.
Yeah. Like why does it all have to be separate noodles? I just want one very long noodle that's like, twirled up on the plate.
would you dunk it into sauce, or do you go sauce
I mean-
all over, or do you just do a
yeah, because
bowl
if
of
you tried to
sauce?
stir sauce with that, it probably would break. And I want one continuous noodle that I'm just going to be sucking down for quite some time.
Do you eat the long noodle sideways like it's corn on the cob,
What?
or do you eat it long ways?
It's not thick. It's noodle shaped.
Oh, okay.
Very long.
I was like,
Hold on. What?
My mind went somewhere
how
else.
are you eating?
I'm thinking a girthy noodle. I'm thinking like
Yes.
a log of
thinking
wood.
like
The word
Yes.
long means.
Like a to go noodle.
long?
That's what I'm picturing, man.
Normal spaghetti, but it's literally like 10 foot long. Like probably not.
Oh, okay.
seriously,
Oh,
but like it's
that's-
like
I think any bowl of spaghetti could just be one long noodle
That's
before
what I'm
without
saying.
me. Yeah.
I want that.
Oh, okay.
I want that.
But you can't like pick it up from like the middle and then like bite it and it turns into its own separate noodles. You have to like continuously eat it. Like
Yeah,
from,
I'm gonna
like,
Lady and the Tramp the entire one.
The
I'm not.
whole-
I'm gonna
yeah.
like you can chew as you go. Like,
Yeah.
but that's what I
keep
want in life.
swallowing it.
That's what I want in life.
Oh,
That's why we have full
I
video.
know. I don't have the other camera. I turned the other camera off to slow down with the Wi-Fi connection. It makes it a crisper picture for the other one. But Shay, we still have the individual one on you, so we can see your hand motions there. So I
Great.
put this question out to everybody. This is minute 12 on this. These snack cakes. So the total I got with a pretty handily victory was pumpkin delights. This probably was only up for today. So I got 45 answers. I got 12 pumpkin delights. I got 9 fall party cakes, but
I don't know what that is.
it's the zebra cake.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
I
Ah,
had
my bad.
somebody realize that the pumpkin cake or the pumpkin cookie was winning, and he got other people to vote for the cake, man. Kobe got on board, and suddenly 3 people I've never seen before, they suddenly need the vote all of a sudden. And it's his mom and his sister? Interesting.
I'm ready to storm the Capitol.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, this is an unjust election, and the integrity of our Constitution. You know, you get it. Let's get done.
I agree.
We have that. Third, we have Third, we have the pumpkin spice roll, which I've never seen until this year, but wasn't bad. I tried it.
I was gonna say, did you have it?
Oh, I got to do my due diligence check.
Okay, so is it like exactly like the chocolate one? Like it has like the layer, like the extra layer
It's
on
the
it?
same kind of thing, how they probably roll it up with, but it's just the pumpkin spice instead. But then
It
they
doesn't
do
have like a shell on the outside.
That's
It
what I
has like
mean, yeah, the
a
shell.
drizzle
right.
of frosting on the outside.
It's the texture if you would take the chocolate off the regular
Which is what
Swiss
you're
roll.
supposed to do, but
Yeah,
it's
okay. And then there's like a drizzle. But they do, but Andrew, I'm glad you brought this up. They do only individually wrap them. They don't give you the double pack.
Oh.
So maybe they must know there's something to it. No one's going to eat the second one. So maybe big pumpkin roll. Yeah, whatever.
Big Debbie.
Yeah, man.
Big Debbie.
Big old Deborah.
Big Deborah. I cannot.
Yeah, man. And then the pumpkin brownies come in at third. But yeah, there we go. Or fourth. But there you have it, Danny. I know you've been itching. I know you've been wanting to know, man.
Stop the count.
I am so happy that we came to a conclusion.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
For sure. I agree.
Yes.
Let's see. What do we have? Shay, let's touch on this beer real fast. Just because I have,
because I talk for an hour.
yeah, we'll do it real fast,
Okay.
and then we're gonna talk to Andrew about some treasures.
If I get drunk, well, I'll pass out on the floor now, baby. You won't bother me no more.
I need a beer. I need a beer.
If you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend, and I'll say, I think I have myself a beer.
I need a beer. I need a beer.
Shay, I will let you tell everybody about our beer this week. One more time.
Short and sweet. It is. It tastes like an India Pale Ale. Literally, it doesn't have anything special to it. Doesn't taste like fruity or sweet. Tastes exactly how you would expect it to, but it's not as like that dirt tasting.
Oh, nice.
It's good. I like it. I'll easily drink it.
All right. What are you gonna rank it on our system now?
I'd
For
go
people,
shut the front door.
oh, okay.
Oh.
Out of?
So for people, I was, yeah,
Trying to keep track here.
I was gonna give you a little bit of background, Andrew. So it's gonna pop up on your screen soon enough. Where it'll make a
There
lot
it
more.
is.
There we go. Seeing it in picture makes a lot more sense. So it's a 4-star system. Think of it like Michelin stars. They're all pretty good. You're not gonna go wrong with any of them. Number 1, we have Gangster. Number 2 stars is Out of Bounds. 3 stars, Shut the Front Door, and 4 stars. The highest that you can get is Flavor Town. Now, Shay,
I'm going out of bounds. I was just kidding.
I mean, it is out of bounds.
Thank you.
you're going Out of Bounds. So not.
It's good, but it's not that close to Flavor Town. I enjoy it. It's also the same color as my old glasses, so.
Oh, no, that color's just going around. I like it for an IPA. It's really mild. It's not hoppy or anything. 7%. So
And
or
it doesn't
bitter or
taste like
anything.
7% at all.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
Look at you, Shay. How far you've come, man.
How far I've
It is.
come.
It's
you.
definitely light for a 7. It's
Go,
drinkable.
girl.
Thank you.
It's drinkable for a 7, so you could drink this all day, which could.
Yeah, I will easily finish this.
Yeah.
Like, it is good. It is good.
Ooh.
It is. It's a safe IPA. You're not going to see a flavored one. It's like with the IPA flavored IPA kind of, for the
Yes.
boomers that like the coffee flavor.
Actually, a
coffee
really
thing.
good way to explain it.
But you know what? I'm gonna actually go.
Shut the front door. Pretty good.
I'm gonna shut the front door because I think it's pretty damn decent. Andrew, if you had to rank a pumpkin delight, what do you go with?
That's fucking mayor of Flavortown. Are you kidding
Welcome to
me?
Flavortown.
Absolutely,
Welcome to Flavortown.
Hell
absolutely.
yeah.
I agree.
Danny, you go flavor
Welcome to
time for
Flavor
that.
Town. I agree. Yes.
Excellent, man. We need an outro song for that. But let's talk to Andrew because that's really the guest that would
why
make
we're
sense to
here
talk
today.
to him. But you know
Was
what?
I not supposed to talk this whole time? I'm so
No,
sorry.
we're surprising everybody. Andrew is actually here. But Andrew, I guess I think I saw you at a Mike at Scarps maybe a couple months ago or something. It was the first time I saw you. And every time I see people out at Mike's or, any comedians, I try to follow them, see what's going on. And one thing that caught my eye with you are some of these pictures that you would have, like we were saying earlier, like bartering with people for ice cream. So can you tell me a little bit about that and about yourself, comedian, and what you have going on?
Yeah, I'm a dog walking, podcast, and ice cream truck driving comedian.
There we go.
Tony Danza. Oldest story in the book. Who amongst us isn't one of all four of those? Yeah, I got a job driving an ice cream truck a few years ago. It's fucking sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's the best job there is. Like I've known people that made a lot of money at their jobs.
Yeah.
I don't. But like just based on like what the job is, I got everybody beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So you got just involved in it a couple years ago, you said, and you're into it, you're hooked.
I mean, it's like stressful and it eats my entire life for the summer. Like, and again, I do not make very much money and I will have roommates till I die. But like, I've had a lot of shitty jobs.
Yeah.
And this is a fun job. So
that's very cool. I like that a lot. And I think that it's cool to do something that you just like. Yeah, even if it's a hobby or whatever it is, that's cool. And even if it's not a bunch of money, it's cool that you get to be paid to do something like that in general. Yeah, with all the things going on that you could be paid for in life. But you seem to have some kind of interesting interactions, I guess.
Oh yeah. I mean, when you're dealing with children, I don't know if you know this, children are dumb, and sometimes it's very endearing.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of times where kids will come up. Not have any money, and I'll be like, well, what you got? Or honestly, a lot of times kids will kind of lead with it, which I like that a lot. Sometimes whenever kids come up and they're like asking for something for free, I'm like, come on, dude. Like, I know your parents have money. They just don't want to give you any. Like, sorry, bug just flew in front of me and I forgot who I am.
We were talking about pumpkin delights.
Yeah, so the way that the eyes are made of that like kind of like jelly kind of stuff, it's just fantastic. I don't know what they're doing with those, but you know what? They nailed the name. Delight.
It's Big Deborah. That's who you got to give credit to.
I think you're in the pocket of Big Deborah, if I'm being honest. Yeah, so no, I mean, there's been a few times where like kids walked up and they didn't have anything, and I just give them something, and like sometimes they'll offer to do something, which is cool, because they're usually bad at whatever they're asking me to do. Like kids will come up with like a skateboard. They'll be like, if I do a kickflip, can I get ice cream? And I'm like, sure. And then they don't do the kickflip at all. I'm like, well, A for effort.
Yeah.
Just a couple days ago, this kid was playing like hockey, like street hockey or whatever, deck hockey in his driveway. It's like, with a ball instead of a puck.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, if I make this shot, can I get a free ice cream? And I was like, sure. And he shot 3 times and he didn't get anywhere near the goal. I'm like, dude, it is like 10 feet from you.
Yeah.
But here's a fucking bomb pop, whatever.
What's the most popular one people go through?
SpongeBob.
Oh, we were talking about that, Danny.
Like, they're disgusting. Have you had one?
Yes.
They're very bad. It's artificial cotton candy flavor, which like cotton candy isn't even a thing anyways. Really, if you think about it.
It's not a real thing in nature.
Kids like them, but whatever, dude.
So do I.
Are they all like that? Is because I remember walking on the boardwalk when I was a kid with they had the Batman ones and the Ninja Turtle ones, but they all had the gumball eyes. Is that Is it the same thing? Or
funny you bring that up. They are phasing out the gumball eyes after decades because apparently they just realized kids choke on them.
Oh, the frozen gumballs.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is
the
that
size of marbles
that you can't chew.
This is one of those things that like you hear about and you're like, oh, kids these days are soft, but like realistically, kids have to have been choking on these gumballs forever. And I'm shocked that we still have them. Like half the popsicles still have them today. Like whenever they announced they were getting rid of them, I was like, how has this not happened already?
Yeah.
Like, how many more kids have to die?
One finally survived and could speak up.
Yeah.
Advocates for no gumballs.
The only survivor of SpongeBob popsicle.
So I remember that. I remember a big one when I was younger. Do you remember the wrestling like ice cream sandwiches.
Yes.
That was always popular. So you said the SpongeBob ones are big now. Or I mean, I'm trying to think of what else were
kids.
huge.
I mean, grown-ups will usually get like the cookie sandwich.
That's
or,
what I was just about to say.
like a strawberry shortcake. That's
Those
that's
ones
like
are
the
the
number
best.
one with like grandmas.
Danny nailed it.
He said
You got
with
both
grandmas.
demographics. You got the
I
older,
did.
you got the younger.
She's both a child and a grandma.
Yes.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Danny could be a nice like Granny Danny.
OMG, never say that again.
Dan Mom.
I hate it.
I mean,
I hate it.
All right, we'll never say that again. That will be a perfect sound drop though in the future.
That was so fun.
So you were saying, kids will come up, kind of, they might ask for something, which is like half. That's kind of how I feel about the older kids trick or treating. Like you got to at least put some effort into it.
Yeah, there is a cutoff. Like, and I'll go with teenagers too. Like they're
Yeah.
trying to hustle me. I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't care. But sometimes adults do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like a grown up will be like, I ain't got no
You've
money. Can I get
fully
something for
insulted
free? And I'm
me.
like, no. You have a job.
Yeah.
This is like $3.
Yeah.
Just figure it out. Like, and people will be like, come on, man. I'm like, I make deals for kids.
Yeah.
Again, you are an adult. You understand how things cost money.
Right.
Why are you what do you mean can I have one for free?
Yeah.
Have you tried this at any stores? What are you fucking talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You see a lot of people in any kind of, I think, service industry even. Like, I work in a restaurant, and they'll be like, yeah, I'd like to get the salad, but I'd like to add steak. Is that extra? Yes, you're adding 2 fillets to it. It's going to be a little bit more expensive, but you would think they would understand that. But I meant, like, even the teenagers, like, you got to make an effort to, like, don't just be like, can I have something free? I like the people who are working the scam kind of, like, at least and make an effort for the kickflip.
Some kid came up to me in like July and was like, if I land a backflip, can I get ice cream?
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck yeah. And then like the thought raced through my head, like if this kid lands and breaks his neck, like that's kind of my fault. But then I was like, I can just drive away.
Yeah, man.
That's the first thing that came to mind. I was like, hurry up and drive away immediately.
Yeah. But it was actually a pretty shitty backflip. He did land it, but
Yeah.
like barely. It's like maybe I was holding up a sign, it'd be like 3.
Yeah. You
know?
get one, but you get one of these 3.
Yeah.
But
What's your favorite? Do you eat ice cream a lot?
Yeah.
No, like you're driving the truck.
Not a lot. No, I'm lactose intolerant, so like I can't have a lot. Like about half the stuff is actual ice cream as opposed to like fruity stuff.
Yeah.
Like the SpongeBob and all those like face popsicles. Those are dairy free, but I don't really like that kind of stuff too much. Like I would eat like strawberry shortcake, maybe like 4 or 5 of them a day, but I can't. Because I will shit my pants in a 1985 conversion van, which nobody wants to do. Nobody wants to do.
that's how I'm realizing I'm lactose intolerant, but I won't accept it when I'm eating cereal in bed at 12 and then wake
You're
up.
not that lactose intolerant is what that means. Like there is a scale to it.
Yeah.
And there's no denying it for some people.
But I usually find out in 2 hours when I'm like sweat puking shitting.
Okay, yeah.
So I think maybe it gives me a second. It's not immediate, but when it kicks in, it's potent. Let's get back to eating.
no, let's talk about shitting some more. 2 sides of the same coin.
Yeah, man. The alpha and the omega. Are you able to talk about some of the, I guess, what you have traded?
Yes, and
Treasure time.
I brought some props. So,
Oh, cool. Okay.
yeah. So first, I want to begin with I think the most offensive thing that I've ever gotten, which is a kid came up and he's like, I don't have any money. Can I get something? I was like, what do you got to trade? He's like, what do you mean? And I was like, I don't know. Find something, dude. And he just leaned down and picked up the closest rock to him. And so I present to you this rock. I guess that's in camera range. It's just a shitty rock. And I was like, well, I did say something, and this is something.
Yeah.
So
May I?
fuck you. Yes, inspect. Do
Oh,
what you
be
need.
Are we
careful.
gonna pass it around?
Pass it
We're
around.
passing it around.
Okay.
So it does like at least sparkle on the top.
I think there's
okay.
some dirt on it.
How old is this rock?
It looks like it might have caught a little bit of like the tar that they put on the street, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
I'd get a
But-
tar, but I don't know.
Yeah,
At least it's not like the
The
fossilized
texture
horse
difference
shit or
is
something.
nice.
Yeah.
The top is like, and like the bottom's like,
Oh yeah.
you're finding out.
That really paints a picture for the listening audience.
Up next, we have I believe this is a 3D printed ice cream
That's
cone.
cool
Oh.
as shit.
This kid had money, but like after we completed our transaction, they were like, "I made this for you," and I mean, it's not very well done, but it's,
So did he
it's
make
cute.
it for you in the moment? Like, did he go
No,
inside?
he didn't come out with a 3D printer. No, no, it's like a regular, somebody that I see like every other week.
Oh, that's what
Yeah,
I was,
yeah.
okay.
So they were waiting
Okay.
for me. So that's nice. It's just a cute little treasure I've got.
Hey, it's something unique.
Oh my God, it's so cute. Like they tried.
They did try. It's
They literally tried.
like-
It's like little brains. It looks like little
Well,
brains.
that's what I'm saying. It goes back to the effort you put in. I feel like counts for something.
That's so cute. Somebody made that for you.
It is very cute.
That is so sweet.
Up next, we've got a leprechaun coin here.
Oh, sweet.
This is made of plastic. It probably came in a cereal box or something, but it has a message on it. It says a 4-leaf clover for good luck.
Oh.
And that was worth a goddamn ice cream.
Yeah, for
sure.
For sure.
Um,
Easily.
Up next, we've
Can't
got
put a price on luck.
this is very fancy. A kid came up and he asked for a Spider-Man popsicle, which cost $4.
Okay.
But he only had $1. And I was like, do you want to go ask your mom for more money? And he's like, well, I've got this. And he pulled a purple gem out of his pocket.
Oh.
So this is very fancy. I'm going to get real close to the camera for that.
That one's pretty cool.
It reminds me of Spyro.
I was just gonna
If
say
anybody's
that.
a Spyro fan, Spyro the Dragon.
That's a 25er.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Purple?
Ripto is raging about this one.
Man.
But I mean, it's plastic. There's nothing serious to it. But
That'd be
I
awesome
would-
if you looked it up and it was worth $24,000.
I would not
Literally.
accept an actual jewel from a child. Like, I would think it was funny.
Yeah.
And I would 100% take a picture of it for Twitter, but I wouldn't actually keep it. This one is one of the only pieces of currency I got this year.
Okay.
This is really fantastic.
Oh.
This is a hermit crab shell that has been painted to look like a turtle bird.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck this is, but a kid was like, I don't have any money, but I got this. And I was like, yup. Like, sure.
That's like a snail costume then, right?
Yeah.
It's like a turtle turkey.
Turtle
Yeah.
Creek.
Turtle key.
Anyways, I'm killing myself later.
What was the one earlier? The Danny one? It's got-
Oh, the Britney.
Conspiracy.
Yes.
See, I
and
thought it
the
was
nose
you,
of it's,
Danny.
like,
You're one of the
actually
same.
kinda
You and
cool.
Brittany are becoming one.
My girl.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like an additional piece because I think that is not the right shape of what a
shell.
hermit crab shell looks like. Like if there's
Yeah.
bits that have been glued on. I don't know what the deal
If
is with
the
that
bits
thing.
have been glued on, they did a damn good job.
Yeah, it's seamless.
It is seamless.
It's like a future technology.
Make sure you look at the nose of it.
alien.
It's like I don't know, bubbly in there. It's kind of cool.
And our last one, which is what began this all, which is the only reason that I have any social media following is because near Halloween of 2021, a girl came up to the ice cream truck and she said, can I have some ice cream? I'll give you this blue rock. And I am now one blue rock richer. That's it right there, baby.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
nice color.
Yes, it is.
Like a robin egg blue for the listeners almost.
Now, people may have seen the picture of this because it's gone viral like hundreds of times.
Yeah.
Like I was on the front page of Reddit twice. I don't even use Reddit. I don't know what that is. It's people told me that freaked me out. There was like articles written in newspapers in India about it.
Oh, wow.
Like, and it was
Jesus.
like just my tweet itself got like 750,000 likes, and then if I added up like the first couple big things I saw where it was like reshared on Facebook, and it was like well over 1.5 million. Like it's like something called Bat Dad that has like 250,000 followers shared it, and
Wait,
like
you guys don't know Bat Dad?
like wholesome memes shared it, and like all this stuff that like I don't know what it is, but yeah. So fun bit of lore. If you have seen that post, if you know this blue rock, the kid was standing in front of her neighbor's Halloween decorations, which that's where she got this. It is a Halloween decoration. It is made of plastic. There
not
was
even a real
hundreds
rock.
of them on the ground right behind her, and it glows in the dark. This is not a rock
Oh, that's cool shit.
at all.
Oh, but it does glow in the dark, which
It
makes
does
it
glow in the dark, which I didn't even realize till later that night whenever I set it on my table and it was
It was
glowing. And I was
glowing.
like, man, I made out like a champ.
yeah, man.
Yeah, so there's your blue rock. That's about there was one thing I wanted to bring, which
Yeah.
was a kid traded me a really cool leaf
Oh,
for an
okay.
ice cream.
Yeah.
But I had put it into a book whenever they gave it to me, like to flatten it
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
That was like a year and a half ago, and I sat down and I was like, I bet I put this on page 69 because I'm hilarious. And then I opened it to page 69 and it wasn't there.
No.
And then it was just on another page, like random. And I was like,
At
wow,
420.
I'm not as funny as I thought. But then I was like, I can't transport a like dried out 2-year-old leaf. Like, I can't take this with me.
It's too valuable.
Yeah. So I have to laminate it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but I have to figure it out.
I would love if you could just go to a Kinko's and ask for this to be laminated.
Yeah. Can you please seal this leaf in carbonite? I don't know. I've never seen Star Wars. That's not true. I've seen Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I heard mixed reviews, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's cool. And like I said, I think that's cool. And I think having a story like that is worth $4.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I told my boss about it. And he was like, "What's the internet?" He's like one of those guys. It's like I went viral, and he was like, "So is that like 100 people?" I was like,
Yeah.
"No man,
How about try a million?
no man."
At least.
Yeah. And then I do this thing like once or twice a year. It's like a free ice cream day where since I have built this social media following as a result of being a cute ice cream man or whatever, I cashed in on it. So I like once or twice a year, I'll just like crowdfund like $1,200, $1,400, and then I'll just buy the whole neighborhood ice cream for a day.
That's awesome.
Which is really sweet. And kids get so stoked whenever they come up and they're like, "Can I get something?" And I'm like, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
can.
Yeah. I think this year I think I got like 250 people got free ice cream, something
Yeah.
like 260. I can't remember.
How is that for you?
It's a very hard day of work because when you're giving it away for free, that means every single person can get something. So it's
Right,
just
Shay?
like ton of working, but I mean it's good. It's cute. What?
Nothing. I was
It's
making a
very
joke about
wholesome
Shay.
story that
Oh, okay.
ruined.
Well, thanks, Chris.
I'm sorry.
Thanks a lot.
No, it was great.
My life's work was
Yeah,
a
you-
fucking joke to you.
You tell them. What a piece.
Shay, I'm happy to have you here, and I was agreeing, man.
Sack of shit.
Yeah, I know. I suck. Anyway.
Sack of shit.
I sat down and figured it out one time that like, because I mean, especially like, I started in 2020. Everybody had a little extra money, so like everybody could get ice cream almost every time I went through. But
Yeah.
like as things have gone on with inflation and everything, a lot of parents can't afford to, or like don't want to spend the money. I get it. So I did the math and I like sat down and I was like, what would it cost to just give this away for free? Like that's just a thing. And like the city of Pittsburgh, if they charged every taxpayer $10 extra a year, could do free ice cream for the whole city for the whole summer.
Wow.
And I'm like, man, like, how do I talk to the mayor? Like, I feel like everybody would be on board with 10 extra bucks to buy every kid in the ice cream or every kid in the city ice cream all year.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait a minute. I'm a fucking socialist. They're not going to listen to me. They're going to lock me up. It's like, you want to give things away to people for free that they could pay money for? What country do you think this is?
But I mean, I guess it's nice that you at least get to do it once or twice a year, right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. And honestly, I would do it more. It's a nightmare to like, I'm not a responsible person, and then like I'm just getting like $1,000 that I just did like, oh no, I have to watch this now and like care for this. And I'm like, I can't. Like if I even tried to do it like once a month, that would fuck my shit up too much. Like it's just too much to keep track of. But you know, it's very fun, very nice to do whenever I can.
So I guess we'll take it in a slightly other direction briefly, and then we'll get into some of the news. Do you have anything going on with stand-up going on? I thought I saw a couple posters, right?
Yeah. I am at the end of this month, I'm leaving to go on tour for like 6 weeks.
Oh, sweet.
I'm going to be traveling around the country, just trying to find stage time. What I do is in the summer, I make all the money I make for the year, and then as soon as I'm done working, I spend it all.
Yeah.
So like I call it touring, but it's really just me losing money every day in order to do stand up in like Alabama or whatever. But I did it last year and it was great. Like I performed in 13 states.
Oh,
and
that's
Wow, that's awesome.
I lost like $4,000 doing it, but like that's money well spent. I got to meet a ton of cool people, and I'm going to a couple festivals this year, and I'm gonna go to Albuquerque and like a bunch of other places, but that's just exciting because one of my friends lives there.
Yeah, just being able to travel like that, even if you weren't doing stand up, is cool to be able to do that, and then being able to do something you like on top of that. That's really cool. Yeah,
it's like a month and a half long road trip where I get to do comedy. So that's exciting. I have one show booked in Raleigh, North Carolina on October 25th. Don't even know where, but I'll figure it out. And, I'm just going to I just kind of book it as I go. Like, let the wind take me where it will. And I got that. I got my podcast called The Worst Week Yet. Look it up. It's a pretty good show. It's like a leftist week in review kind of show. We just talk about the news and how everything's fucked. And it's like, we're trying to make lemonade out of a dumpster fire. We got stickers. I got stickers for you guys too.
Oh, yeah.
Stickers.
This is real exciting stuff. So we didn't have anything. I woke up on June 1st and saw like a couple, companies that were doing like pride themed posts, and I was like, well, I'm a straight cis guy, but one of my co-hosts is bisexual, the other's a trans person or non-binary person, so I'm like, we should do something for Pride Month. And I was like, what is our go-to bit on the show? 9/11. So we made stickers that are gay 9/11. Sweet. And I've got a sticker for all of you. I don't know if you feel comfortable putting that on anything you own, but
I love it.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
people,
we're fine.
I've given them to people and they're like, this is
fine.
awesome. I don't want this though. Pass them down.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll absolutely
never forget.
What do people usually say when you hand them?
They're like, what is this? And then they like get a better look at it and they're like, why is this? Yeah, that's about it.
I remember seeing that post, I think, and I was like, I don't fully understand it, but I love it.
There's not really anything to it. I just was like, I sent a message to one of my co-hosts, Kennedy, and I was like, can you make a rainbow flag Twin Towers?
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah. And then I ordered stickers. That
Another one of these?
Yeah. Yeah, somehow 9/11 comes up every week. Let's see. Why did it come up this week? Oh, yeah, because we were talking about the Republican debates. Apparently, Tim Scott blamed George Bush for 9/11. So,
oh, yeah.
the state of the fucking country is great.
Weren't we talking 9/11 something recently?
Yeah, so
I can't
Well, I'm glad
wait.
at least you never forgot.
Oh yeah. Oh, we didn't. Danny doesn't at least. What happened?
Where was Jimmy Carter on 9/11?
That is a good point, man.
that is a valid question to ask. No, I think we were sharing our personal 9/11s.
I thought it was something.
I got a
wait.
ticket in the ice cream
Our
truck on
day at
9/11.
9/11, or our version?
Personal.
Okay. And we related it.
Personal 9/11
I like the Johnny Cash cover more.
Yes.
of 9/11.
I forgot it was about now. I'm
We
thinking of
went
Deep
down to a burning Twin Towers.
You're right.
We got to just have that be the subtitle for the gay 9/11. But let's see. What do we have? Danny, you want to do some news?
Let's do it.
Let's do a little bit of news.
Oh, go to worstweekyet.com. Check out my podcast.
Yeah, we'll tag
yeah.
you in all that stuff and put a link, and yeah, definitely check that out. I'm interested to check it out and seeing some good 9/11
like a
stuff.
5-minute eulogy to Dianne Feinstein this week. It was very fun. I definitely check it out.
Absolutely.
All right, Danny, you got some news?
I got some news.
Hell yeah.
Let's do this. Survive. We run a professional show here.
I am into it.
Survive. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Japanese researchers discovered that microplastics, which come from consumer products and industrial waste, exist in our clouds and could be contributing to climate change. So 9 types of polymers and 1 type of rubber was found in mist that they collected from a sample, like a water sample from Mount Fiji. So I don't know if it has anything to do with like the Fiji water.
That's literally the first thing that came to mind.
That's literally what I thought of.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's plastic in our clouds.
Well, at least it's waterproof.
It's true. It's very true.
We're just going to have cloud balloons up there. They're going to be suctioning themselves in.
Wait a minute. Are we sure that this isn't like a Japanese spy balloon? Like China theirs looked like a regular balloon, but Japan, they made it look like a cloud. We're going to die.
It's very possible.
I can see that. Just floating. The cloud, the decoy cloud made out of rubber and polymers.
Yeah.
And what have you, man.
Yeah.
So they just see that. I mean, I would assume the clouds over Japan would be different than the clouds over here versus the clouds over the rainforest and wherever they would be, right? Or do they all become just the water, I guess?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think that clouds respect borders, which I respect them for that. As far as microplastics go, they're like, the more they look into it, they're like, oh, these are in everything already, and we can't really do anything about it. So it's like, that's one of those things where I'm just like, cool, if it kills us, we're already dead.
Right.
Like,
It's true. It's just weird that it's in the clouds. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess when I think about it, like
It's weird that when you say the clouds anymore, I assume you mean like
the cloud.
Yeah, the cloud.
That's the first.
Like
I was
Toy
like, what do you
Story.
mean
The
it's in a
cloud.
Yeah.
if there are microplastics in my uploaded cat pictures, we have a problem.
I know whenever I hear like Japanese people are working on something, I was like, oh, well, the way you let it sounded exactly. The way you started it sounded like it was going down the Viagra route, like whatever the way you worded. What was like the first 2 sentences?
Researchers discovered that microplastics.
Man, I don't remember.
They were just doing some intensive condom
Researchers have
research.
discovered micropenis.
Maybe that's where
There's micropenises in the clouds.
Dude, that's all they're into over there. Micro penises and clouds and
microplastics.
But that's obviously alarming, having plastics in clouds, I would assume, because you would think plastic should not be in a cloud.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Right.
But
it's weird.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on. All right. This is my favorite one for today.
Oh.
Disney faces lawsuit after woman suffers injuries from painful wedgie allegedly caused by a water slide.
I can't.
Allegedly.
I really can't.
She was like that when she got on.
This woman is suing for $50,000 in damages for this wedgie that she experienced on her 30th birthday. This happened in 2019.
She was 30, and this is what she's doing with her life.
I saw that earlier, and at least the article I said it was like Disney's downplaying it, and she actually has some serious internal injuries.
Yeah.
From a wedgie?
Yeah. No, it's from the slide. She probably had water inside of her.
So I do want to
going down a water. Have you ever gone down a super big water slide?
Yes.
She probably got like an enema kind of thing from the speed.
People do enemas all the time.
Okay, well, people
Like,
are
she'll be
different.
fine.
That's why you're always supposed to close your mouth when you go down a water slide, because if your mouth is open, the water will shoot all the way up your butt, out your mouth.
Yeah, man.
That's
You
true.
don't want
That's why you need a
water
spotter.
slide, butt water in your mouth. Or do you?
No, it's going to end up in the clouds, man.
Send us emails.
It's going to be rating plastic shit, and we're going to be all fucked.
Did you say $50,000?
$50,000. And like the funny thing is, like, Disney did make a statement about that. They're like, Disney instructs guests to cross their legs, but the company doesn't explain why. Yeah. That's apparently why.
What are you hiding, Disney?
Oh,
that's
why
legs.
you have to cross your legs.
I guess so.
It's
crazy.
Okay.
It's crazy.
So if she didn't cross her legs, she's fucked.
Yeah.
That's her own fault.
There has to be something more than that, because there's no way every single time every other person has gone down, they've had their legs. A lot of people, when they go down, their legs will just open.
That's true.
Normally.
I will say, I don't doubt that Disney would be downplaying this woman getting seriously injured, because, like, have you ever heard the thing about the McDonald's coffee lawsuit?
No.
Oh my
Like-
God, the person burned himself on it. That one.
Yeah, like this lady I think it was in like the late 80s, early 90s. She sued McDonald's for them serving their coffee too hot.
Yeah.
And it was like this whole thing in the news of like these frivolous lawsuits,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. But specifically at that McDonald's, truckers had complained that the coffee was too cold. So they were serving it at like 200 degrees. So like nearly boiling, which is like absurdly hotter than it needs to be. So
Yeah.
and this woman like required like multiple skin grafts. So like, and she wasn't even trying to sue to get rich. She was like, I just want my medical bills covered.
Yeah.
Why did you serve me coffee that was molten lava? But like, I think after that, something with tort laws got changed in this country. So it's like harder to sue companies whenever you get fucked up. I don't know.
Wasn't she the reason of why they had to put like cautious hot coffee?
Yeah.
Like cautious, this is hot.
Yeah.
On their cups. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like one of those. There's probably nobody who I'm on their side in this story that like this lady maybe did get seriously injured, but also like Disney. I don't know. Like I feel like if you're going on a ride, like there's the only reason rides are fun is because there's that like little bit of danger in there. So like I don't know everybody should know, like you might be on the roller coaster that flies off the tracks. It only happens very rarely. Like you have a better chance of hitting the lottery, but like you go on that roller coaster.
There is still a chance.
The gamble.
Yeah.
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 Welcome to Disney. You might die. They should hire me to do marketing.
They really
That was
should.
pretty good. I like the
I'm sure they'll reach
enthusiasm
out.
behind it, man. I felt the rage. But yeah, at least from some random person's comment that I saw briefly while swiping, while sweat puking from my ice cream I had earlier. What the fuck is that? Sweat puke shitting from my milk.
Sweat. Puke,
But yeah,
shitting.
yeah, I
Sweat,
just
puke,
man.
Shitting. That's hard to say.
They should put a warning label on milk that's like, you might sweat puke shit.
Yeah, man. That Disney milk will get you every time.
And I want
well,
pictures.
you know what?
I want the
Milky
pictures
Mouse?
that they put next
Is that
to it.
anything?
Milky Mouse.
Milky Mouse.
That's
All
all
right.
Yeah.
Well, we've got an episode title. I don't know if you title your episodes.
Ooh. Well, maybe we
Milky
will,
Mouse.
man. We need to start doing that.
Welcome back to Milky Mouse.
Milky
Oh my
Mouse.
God, that's
also,
fucking
it also
great.
sounds like a little cute like coffee shop in New England, like the
It
Milky
does.
Mouse.
I could, like, read books
They're the ones
there.
that have the metal cream holders.
Yeah. They serve their coffee super hot too.
Yeah.
So this
but they
is-
have the little spoons with the baby face on the. You ever see this?
Oh.
There's a baby face on the spoon.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, so off track. But
Trap
yeah,
or track?
track?
Okay.
There's like the
Off track, on track.
yeah. Off
Trap
track
queen?
to the trap house with my spoon. It has a baby
With my
face
baby spoon.
and a burn mark on the.
What's Danny's third story?
It's about heroin. What?
Okay.
No.
Close.
Oh my God. I love it.
Disney.
I wish I would have done more research on this, because you guys will know when I talk about it. But so apparently a suspect was charged with the murder and arrested in the Tupac Shakur case.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do.
So
Yeah.
I don't know
We were
much about
talking
it.
about that,
I like
Chris and I.
briefly looked at it.
It
so
was
like
Diane Feinstein.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Well, now you do.
I just feel like why the fuck put him in jail now? Like if it wasn't Tupac like that he murdered, he would have got away with it and like you guys would not have given a fuck. Like let this man like just like live.
The
Like,
guy
he's
who
been
killed
out for this
Tupac.
fucking long.
Here's the thing is that I am torn because this guy, his name's Keffy D. I forget his full
Isn't it Wayne?
real name.
Dwayne
Dwayne
that's it,
Davis.
Yeah,
I did write his name down.
Dwayne Davis. That's right.
So like this guy, he did not, according to him, he did not actually pull the trigger, but he did supply the gun for it. So the way that Nevada laws work, anybody that is involved in a murder can be found guilty of the murder. Now, what
Well, that's
doesn't
bullshit. So they're just like fucking settling then.
what doesn't make sense is that this guy has openly talked about his involvement in the Tupac murder on like in interviews on podcasts. He's said like, yeah, I gave him the gun. That was 4 years ago that he did that. So he's also was one of the original suspects in the 90s when like the murder happened. Like they've known who this was and he was involved this whole time. So I don't know what, like, it's not that like, oh, he should be like, it's been this long, like why bother? But it is like, why has it been this long? And, you know, we were thinking like maybe it's like maybe there's something else going on. Maybe because there was like supposed to be a government shutdown. They were like, oh, let's put something else in the news that people will want to talk about.
Oh, like another distraction kind of situation.
Possibly. I usually don't like buy into the distraction thing too much, but like it doesn't make sense. Like that it's that I feel like at the very least, whenever he was on a podcast and was like, yeah, I brought the gun. Like what? Just that's the moment. Like,
Take him then.
Like,
yeah.
like that's like the
That'll
thing.
do.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I didn't know that. And he wasn't even the one who
Yeah.
actually killed him. But he's the one being charged. And they already knew.
So if
The
you-
other 3 people are dead
And
already.
he's a suspect.
yeah.
that
So
was
they
my
already-
next
So
question.
they know everybody.
Yeah. There was 4 people that were allegedly involved in it, and the 3 others are dead. And he's the last living person that was involved with it. And
This is how many years after the shooting, though?
yeah, it was like what 94, 96?
Like, so are they
96.
still actively doing research every day, or like, why is this coming up now? I would think it would be a cold case by now, or they would have had whatever.
Tupac. That's what
I will
mean.
say,
Which I am a
Yeah, but
fan,
I'm
don't
still
get me wrong.
even with Tupac, it's one of 4 guys or whatever, and 3 of them are dead already, and now I don't know.
Well, wouldn't they know the other
Whatever.
guys too? Like, haven't they known for a while?
Yeah. No, this guy was a suspect at the time it happened, and they just like. Here's the thing: I'm like I was always a bad student, like barely doing my assignments, turning everything in late. So like, I can in some ways relate to being like, oh shit, I am super behind on this.
20 years later.
I need to finish my assignment here. So like, I guess, but I mean, I've turned things in like weeks and months late, never 20 years. So I don't
My
know.
God.
Maybe the cop in charge of it is just even lazier than me. Which
Did he give him the gun knowing who they were
There's
going
a
to kill?
chance.
I think so. Like I'm not sure on all the details. Like
Yeah.
I only looked into it a little bit more, I guess. But
Okay.
and it was just so that I could make jokes about Dianne Feinstein having information that led to the arrest of the Tupac killer. Actually, you know what? I maybe know less about it than you do.
Well, so
How could you not know the gun was like part of, like, if you're sitting there, what was he doing? Like, please don't use that gun.
right, or he like hands it.
You
I'm
already
not
know
gonna
you're
look.
with the people that are there, so I'd think that. I mean, obviously, you can't say that he did it, but I mean, aren't you like a conspirator at that point? If you're
Yeah. It's just like the way that Nevada's laws work is just like I said, like anybody involved in like directly involved in a murder can be found guilty of that murder.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's like what the degrees are or anything. But people fuck up. People drop the ball, and maybe they were like, shit, 3 of the 4 suspects are dead. We gotta arrest the last one. Like we can't let nobody get arrested.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You guys ever see the conspiracy theory that Tupac's still alive?
Yeah.
I have.
And he's like the guy who like wears glasses, has like super long dreads.
No, I didn't
That
see
like
that.
like really like has like a lot of similarities and like the name's kind of close or something like that.
I will say, I just watched the movie Juice 2 nights ago. You guys ever seen Juice?
I think I have like
It's
a
got,
a while ago though.
Omar Epps and Tupac's in it. And I will say, Tupac, not good enough of an actor to keep that shit up for 20 years.
Glad someone finally said it, man.
Yeah. I mean, I liked him in Poetic Justice. Like, he's not a terrible actor, but he's not good enough to keep that bit up for almost 2 decades. No way. No way.
They got to just keep him. Well, who knows, man? Maybe he has the same coach as Britney Spears or Jamie Lynn.
Maybe
You'll have to look it
is
up, Danny, and let me know.
Tupac is who's been posting on Britney's Instagram.
maybe it is Tupac.
It's all connected, man.
It may all be connected. I also
Dwayne killed real Britney.
Isn't Usher playing the Super Bowl halftime show?
I think so.
I mean, guys, wouldn't that be the grand reveal?
If
Tupac's alive.
Tupac came back at the halftime show when Taylor Swift's there with the Chiefs,
Yes.
and then
No,
people
it's,
can do
it's-
whatever they want, man.
perfect
Chiefs aren't in this
storm.
year.
Literally
Chiefs aren't in this year.
everyone would watch. No, I don't think they will either.
No, it's
Probably not.
I think the 49ers are taking it.
Bills Lions. Lions are winning.
Lions.
Yep.
I like the Lions, but I don't think they're going to make a playoff run.
It's gonna be. They're gonna have a stupid fucking victory in like the NFC Championship,
Yeah.
and the Bills
Over
are
the
gonna.
Eagles.
The Bills are gonna
Yeah.
look so good, and they're gonna lose another Super Bowl to the
Yeah.
Lions. I've called it. Like I got the script. So.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, I like the Lions. I could see that, but I think the 49ers are just such a good team. But we'll see. We can all agree that the Steelers look like shit. I don't know if you watched that at all yesterday.
I will say I watched something. I don't know if I can call it a game. But yeah, no, I'm that was my Super Bowl picks. I don't know. I know nobody asked. But
We're gonna put that into it. That'll just be the teaser for the sports show today.
here's the thing: is that I made that bold prediction like before the season even started, and I will say, probably won't be right. But if I'm right, people are gonna be like, "How the fuck did you know that?" And I'm gonna pretend that I like was really smart about it. But really, I just like the Lions, and I think it'd be funny if the Bills lost another Super Bowl.
I think the Lions are gonna make a run, so we'll see, man. Maybe we'll have you back on when it's Bills and Lions in the Super Bowl.
Okay, we'll edit out all the stuff where I said that I didn't actually make an intelligent, informed prediction there. And whenever I come back on to prove myself vindicated, I will claim that I knew it all along.
That's exactly what sports is.
My cat told me.
Do you ever see? Well, I don't want to go too far down the line because we're already like an hour and 10 minutes in. But have you ever seen like them make the Super Bowl predictions based on like the way a cat rolls a ball down the?
I haven't, but I know what I'm watching later.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's plenty of it. Or, yeah, they'll like stand at the top of the steps and push like a tennis ball down, and there'll be like 2 trash cans, and one will have like the Packers, and one will have the Lions. But the one cat, like the one playoff run was, or it wasn't a cat, it was like a starfish or something.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah.
A starfish?
Yeah.
That
It wasn't
is
a starfish.
That is a wild 2 animals to get confused.
A cat or a starfish?
Who has access to a starfish?
And what starfish?
It wasn't
is not
a
gonna
starfish.
tennis ball?
I'm just saying it wasn't a cat. It was like a weird aquarium animal.
All right.
Or
was
like-
it Patrick? 'Cause That's the only starfish I know by name.
Was it
Only
a
if there was
lizard?
no gumball eyes with Pat to avoid all the choking.
It's
All
Chris
right.
talking. I don't know.
Perfect, Shay. I love having you on. I love having you on next week, too. So that's a nice surprise for us. Andrew, thank you so much for coming on. Can you tell everybody where they can find you?
I am at Andrew Hilary US on Twitter and Instagram. And I don't really use TikTok. I don't give a fuck. Mostly because somebody took my username and I don't want to have multiple things that follow me at this on here, follow me that on there. Like, nah, dude, I'm on Twitter. I'm going down with that ship. Like that's where I'm at. That's where I will be till either I or it dies. And I tweet a lot of thoughts. I'm a bit of a crazy person. Oh, I'll be on tour. Come see me. I'll post in my socials once I get like a better date, a better idea of where I'm coming. But like, yeah, I'm going to be going through the South and the Southwest and the Midwest and that's it. And then I'll be back here in December, and then I'll do comedy in Pittsburgh. Follow me. Check out my podcast, Worst Week Yet. It's not worst week ever, okay? Everybody's gonna be like, worst week ever. It's like, no, because it's only the worst week that has happened so far. I guarantee next week will be worse.
That's exactly right.
It's the worst week yet.
Love it. But thank you so much for taking the time to come on and talk to us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Shay, it's fantastic to see you again, man.
Happy to be back.
I'm
Love
happy
being
to
here.
I'm happy to have you back.
Listen, can't wait. Can't wait to continue this month.
I can't wait
Of
either,
Shay
man.
shows.
We're gonna have you all
Shay
month.
shows.
We're gonna have you all month.
All mine.
I love it, Danny. We
Hi.
love seeing you. Reliable, always trustworthy.
Or reliable.
I know. Never coming up with shocking. Okay. Danny. Danny, thank you so much. I'm seriously just forgetting we're doing a live show.
God, just getting bamboozled.
Yeah.
It's only Monday.
I'm sorry. I need to stop talking. Let's wrap this up. But for the wonderful, the reliable, the beautiful Danny Kaufman, the wonderful, the reliable, the beautiful Shaylee Baby, the wonderful, the reliable, the beautiful Andrew Hilary. I am Chris. Thank you for listening.
All I'm going to say is I'm so happy
Yeah.
that I was allowed to be part of your day.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. We hope you had a good time. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the show to catch the latest episodes and share with your friends. We can't promise not to embarrass you. And if you just can't get enough, follow us on Instagram at Poor Man's Podcast 412, Twitter at Poor Man's Pod 412, and Facebook. This is Pittsburgh's own Poor Man's Podcast signing off. See you next week.
In my opinion, that sucked. Woo! Woo!
Poor Man's Podcast, the best podcast in Pittsburgh.